You're welcome. Thank you.
Hopefully we'll look to see you there.
I'd like to also thank all of you who have joined us tonight.
Tonight I speak to you as an elected representative of the nearly 2,000 Rockford Public School teachers that on a daily basis dedicate their lives to educating the community's most valuable resource, its children. I am here tonight to ask you a few important did you know questions of our own. Did you know that the typical teacher in Rockford Public Schools has anywhere from 6 to 8 years of post-secondary education? Did you know that the typical teacher already voluntarily works more than 2 hours beyond the required workday? That many teachers give up their planning periods at lunchtime to work with kids individually who may need some extra help? With every hour that you insist on claiming and being able to dictate what we do with it, the less time we are able to spend working directly with students to increase their learning and oh so important test scores. Did you know that contrary to what is posted on your negotiations website, the average teacher does in fact pay Medicare taxes? Every teacher that has been hired since 1987 does pay Medicare on each and every paycheck. Did you know that your derogatory website has created a rift between the board and the teaching staff in Rockford that will be difficult to mend? That it has created an atmosphere of anger and distrust that will not be easily repaired? That your actions have only further solidified our resolve to stand behind and fully support our union negotiations team and their recommendations? Did you know that we will settle for nothing less than a contract that treats us as the highest?
Time is up, Thank you.
I would like you to remove the Focus on Tomorrow PowerPoint from the RPS website and make that decision tonight. I ask you that because personally, I find its content offensive. It attempts to portray me as overpaid and underworked, of which I am neither. Professionally, I consider it an insult to all these good teachers of District 205. And publicly, I wish to denounce its data as faulty at best and deceptive at worst. The PowerPoint claims that the Rockford teachers make more than twice as much as the average Rockford worker. It is so inappropriate to use these hardworking people, these average people, as pawns in this propaganda. Teachers are being compared with other professionals with similar levels of education. For example, hospital administrators, physical therapists, banking consultants, lawyers, chief financial officers, intern superintendents, and other people with graduate and postgraduate degrees.
My name is Glenn Patterson, and I'm a child of Rockford. I am here to tell this board, as well as the district managers, that you're wrong. You are wrong because you don't acknowledge the universal statistical data. You stand in front of our community and vigorously profess your loyalty to our students and to the educational institutions who serve them. At the same time, you hire character assassins to make this analysis between highly educated and trained professionals versus those workers who are not highly educated.
I'm the president and CEO of a local company that employs over 100 people. I've been in business for over 25 years. I have found it most difficult to recruit professional employees to move to Rockford due to the actions of this and previous school boards toward the teachers in District 205. The incredible turnover in superintendents has given Rockford a nationwide negative reputation. I have traveled from coast to coast and border to border for my company. The reputation of this school district is dismal. Professional families are reluctant to move here. You need to give the professional teaching staff a fair and workable contract. You need to be sure that the teaching staff, the District 205, receive pay and benefits that reflects the surrounding districts in the area. Your negative actions will inflict more damage on our community, already suffering. The students and teachers of this community deserve far better. So give the teachers a fair and workable contract. Thank you.
Teachers aren't in this field to get rich. They want to earn a livable wage with benefits to support their families. Would you accept this contract that you're offering?
When I started teaching, it was $8,300. And believe me, we've had to fight for every raise and every penny since then. We were told that there would be no bullying. This I've been doing this for 30 years. I demand respect. Thank you.
I'm here tonight because of a newly created website and propaganda launched by this district against teachers. The district claims this website is intended to inform the public about the facts. One of these so-called facts simply states the average RPS teacher is paid a salary nearly double the average Rockford worker. What is wrong with this so-called fact? First, the website provides no references. Wouldn't a legitimate website reference the facts? Secondly, the site is not intended to inform the public about facts, but to turn citizens against teachers. Therefore, it is propaganda. I ask anyone listening, wouldn't comparing RPS teachers to what teachers make nationally make more sense? Then here are some facts for you. According to the U.S. Department of Education, the average salary for a public school teacher in America for 2010 was $55,350. This means RPS teachers make slightly more than some of their counterparts nationwide. Instead, the district chose to compare their salaries of Rockford teachers to the salaries of Rockford citizens, a majority of whom do not hold a college degree. According to the 2010 census, more than 80% of Rockford citizens above the age 25 do not have a 4-year college degree. If more than 80% of Rockford has a source of income not stemming from a college education, how is it fair to compare us? The district should have compared us to the 20% of Rockford who has a career requiring a college degree. If so, our salaries would be compared to doctors, lawyers, engineers, and other white-collar professionals. Amongst such elite group, teachers would fall to the bottom of the pay scale. Let's suppose this type of fact will not serve your needs. Shame on you for using Rockford's hardworking citizens against its hardworking teachers. Shame on you for using this recession to your advantage. Shame on you for misrepresenting the facts and creating propaganda. Now let's move forward. Let's start a common sense attitude towards these negotiations.
Last week, the Board of Education posted a new website with a series of PowerPoints that purport to give a fair comparison of the Rockford teacher salaries to other salaries in the Rockford community. Clearly, this is a negotiations tactic that is designed to inflame teachers and from a Board of Education perspective, show fairness to the community of your offers. If the intent was to inflame teachers, you have succeeded beyond expectations. Your website includes misleading facts and outright untruths. Be assured, our goals have not been changed. If we get a fair offer, we're going to take it. If we continue to get lousy offers, we're not going to take them. We'll reject them and take appropriate action to raise the ante. They have degrees and advanced degrees. They study to be specialists in their field. They continue to engage in education to stay current and upgrade their qualifications, are hired, evaluated, and recognized as professionals. It is appropriate for teachers to be recognized as such. We will never apologize for working to create conditions that bring the best and the brightest teachers to Rockford. That remains our goal today. Further, we recognize that the city is challenged by the economy, and that's why we've offered concessions in healthcare and other areas, and why our salary proposals for settlement are the lowest they've ever been. This is the most modest package for settlement ever put forward by the REA. We are doing our part.
Thank you.
one day they can go to college. I challenge them to become professionals, even teachers, so that one day they won't be better, but they'll be better off than the average Rockford worker.